everyone, happy Tuesday. Okay, so Y&R did not disappoint on the funny scale today, but the storylines are kind of dragging again. Okay, so we got a scene with Melody. Well, we got a couple scenes. Melody Thomas Scott and Peter Bergman, always great. Okay, then we had a scene with a lot of scenes with Susan Walters Ashby, which is why she's my hashtag, and Courtney Hope, both brilliant. And then the scene that I really liked between Stacey and Duke and Roger Howard. Okay, now to break it all down. Um, okay, well, and there was a scene between Crystal Khalil and um, uh, Kane, Billy Flynn. So I'm going to talk about that too. Okay. The first scene was Lily and Kane. Lily trying to make up to Kane by baking him cookies. Okay, I guess that's a start, but really? Okay. Then we got the scene with Nikki and Jack where Nikki says she wants to be home with Victor, but she's willing to wait. But she sees that Jack wants to be with Diane, and he's actually almost, I'd say almost this close to coming to peace with the fact that she may never want to see him again, being Diane. Okay. And then I see a friendship between Sally and Diane happening, so that's cool. Okay. Then Lily walks into Phyllis's office at some point, all pissed off and talking about you have to come clean with the DA and yada yada yada. And then Phyllis says, "You're trying to make demands on me." So that was kind of odd. And then the best scene. Okay. In my opinion. Okay. So they're really playing up the amnesia storyline, which yay! Woo! I am a champion of the storyline because it is funny to see Roger Howard go from the meanest guy on the soap to somebody who doesn't know who he is. But he's trying to piece it together. So there's parts of it that are funny and parts of it that aren't. Because if someone is really suffering from something like that, it's really not funny. But because I know it's just a show, that's what makes it funny. Okay. Um, Okay, so he asked Stacy Haduka a question of does the name Matt Clark mean anything to you? And she's like, no, not that I know of. And so he says, oh, I think he was important. Like, I feel like I owned a club or something. And so he started to piece it together, but very slowly, which I like because in this instance, like I talk about sometimes the slow burn, and it's usually meant to for a romantic connection, the slow burn of something. But in this case, I want the slow realization because it's aces, and it's gonna continue to be aces until he finds out who he is. So yeah. Oh, and then also honorable mention today, Jason Thompson, because as Billy, he gave Patty the what for. He said, "You don't have any friends in this town. You should get out." And he really meant it. I mean, I can't do it justice, but he did the most straight face, no emotion in the tone whatsoever, besides contempt, maybe. But it was sweet. It was so sweet. Okay. That's everything. I don't know. I I talk about this all the time, so I try to not talk about it as much, but I keep talking about it because it happens all the time. They have days where everything moves. And I mean, you're like click, 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 and moving. And then some days it's just like slow. And it's like, can we pick up the pace, man? So I don't know what. I mean, I would say that they have to have a consistent writer who writes all the scripts or the majority of them, or at least have a team that, they know what they wrote so they can keep up with the storylines, but also the pace. The pacing has to be on it because I get bored. I get bored, man. Ugh. Okay. But Susan Walters Ashby is aces. I love the wardrobe today. That was also great. So everybody else is doing grand, but the writing, whew. Okay. Bye everybody.